Good afternoon, everybody. Just wanted to do a quick live for you all, and this time we're going to be talking about self-discipline. Now, in these uncertain times, it can be easy to think, I can just sort of take it easy a little bit, sit on the sofa, there's always tomorrow. Now, sure enough, we are in this for the long haul, and we've got, who knows how long left in terms of being what we call in lockdown. But having a bit of self-discipline here could really come in handy and sort of enable you to make the best of this situation. Now, I've said before in some of the earlier videos that we've done that this is about getting the balance correct, and that theme still kind of runs through this video. So I'm not saying at all that you need to be sort of super hard on yourself and try and squeeze in as much as possible in this time and try and get lots of stuff done. I'm not saying that at all. It is about balance after all. I think everything is about balance in this time, more so than ever. But you don't need to be super hard on yourself or set yourself some unrealistic goals or anything like that. It's not going to help to be sort of super busy and put yourself under that stress and pressure. But similarly, it's also not going to help if you decide to just sit around doing nothing all the time. So that's not going to help your physical or your mental health. And this is where self-discipline can come in a little bit. So the dictionary definition of self-discipline is the ability to control one's feelings and overcome one's weaknesses, the ability to pursue what one thinks is right despite the temptations to abandon it. So I think if we kind of sum that down, it kind of breaks down into sort of three parts, okay? So one's about controlling your feelings, one is about overcoming your weaknesses, and the third thing is about pursuing what is right despite those two first points. So you can kind of see how that sort of fits in with what we're talking about here throughout the week. But some top tips to help you with your self-discipline then. First one is to be honest with yourself, okay? So what is your weakness, okay? What makes you kind of stop doing what you should be doing and then go and do something else, okay? Now, once you've acknowledged these, it's good because you can kind of acknowledge that, be honest with yourself, and then you can do something about it. Number two is about removing as many of those temptations from your surroundings as is possible. So if it's about wanting more time to work on the computer, try turning off all your notifications, okay? Try turning your phone to silent, putting it to one side, whatever it might be. If it's about losing weight, maybe it's just about not buying the sort of foods that aren't very good for you. I mean, in some ways that's a little bit easier now because, we're all locked down, we're not going out and spending lots of money buying foods and eating out and stuff that we know we shouldn't be doing. So that's possibly a little bit easier at the moment. Third thing then is to start small as well. I'm not saying that what you need to do is wake up tomorrow morning and decide that you're going to change every single part of your life for the better, and you're going to just change everything, because it won't last, okay? This is about building a sustainable and building up your self-discipline. So start with one small thing and then increase your self-discipline as you do that. Number four then, we live in 2020. At the moment, we're all experiencing a lot more online time than we may have before. We're trying to do things in a different way. We're experimenting with technology. So use that technology to help you, okay? Now, if it's fitness levels, maybe it's tracking fitness, maybe that's something it is. Maybe it's about dedicating a time on task, so setting timers, whatever that might be. Maybe it's about using the plethora of apps that are out there to help you with lists of things to do and task management, etc. Now, number five, this is probably the key one and the one that will help the most with all of this sort of stuff, which is why I've left it till last, is to set your clear goals, okay? So this is about your reasons why. Why are you doing what it is that you want to be doing? Is it about losing weight? Is it about spending more time with the children? Is it about helping the children learn more? Is it about working on your business? Is it about doing those things that you know you should have been doing for a long time but haven't been able to do because before you had excuses, whatever it might be? But if you know what you're trying to achieve, and more importantly why, this will lead you to be more driven to do it, and you'll find it easier to increase your self-discipline because you'll know exactly why it is that you are doing what you need to be doing that the right thing. Okay, so as always, just want to do a quick talk on that, and if it helps someone, that's brilliant. If this has been any use to you, let me know in the comments. If there's any subjects you want me to cover and in this sort of productivity in these times, let me know. I'll have a look at doing something like that. And as always, if you want to comment below, please feel free to do so. Also feel free to hit that like button. See you all soon.